And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to today's Rowdy.com Big Three. Talking NASCAR with Buck Fever. I'm Bassmasters, and Jerome Buzz Cutler has today's questions that we're going to answer, Buck, to the best of our abilities.
Well, you better answer them, or else we won't have much of a video.
Well, you better ask them.
Before we get to me doing the asking, let's listen to Max Pappas doing the saying.
I think that today is a proof of hard working. I mean, could you believe an Italian, a Canadian,
I don't know, Boris.
and a Boris said? I mean, isn't this strange?
Yeah, a very international field there at the Montreal Road Race.
Who knows where Boris said is from? He's sort of like the Gonzo of NASCAR. You're not exactly sure what he is. But would a more international makeup of drivers be a good thing in Cup?
I don't think it's necessary, really, but I think it would be pretty cool. I think it would be a good thing. Look, we think this is the premier form of motorsports in the world. That's what we believe, Buck. That's why we're here covering it. So if you got talent and you want to come over here and try this, you think you're some hot shot F1 stud and you want to come try it, get yourself a good ride, hop in a stock car and see what you can do, man. I say bring them all in. Let them all compete. And I think it's pretty cool that, you've got maybe a new fan base potentially. Make this a global sport. I love that idea.
Absolutely. It introduces our sport to the world. When Jacques Villeneuve is in a stock car, former F1 champion, soon to be an F1 owner, when he comes in and gets into a stock car, the whole world takes notice. They can't say, "Oh, it's old stock car racing. It's our little uncle. It's our stepbrother, whatever." But
it's our uncle.
It's our uncles. We've been picked on too long, and the world.
We uncles will not stand for it anymore.
The world has got to take notice about our sports cousin.
You can't make us say uncle. Not to mention,
you can't handle the truth.
Not to mention, it's going to open up the talent pool, and
the talent pool, right? That's what I'm saying. Bring the best people in. If you think you can compete, take a shot.
It shows you how talented Carl Edwards is. It really does.
It's been nothing but good, I think, for sports like the NBA and the NHL to have international players come in and play, and I think it would be good for racing too.
All right, let's move on to issue number 2. Terry Blount over at the Worldwide Leader.
The Blount or the Blount?
Exactly. He wrote an article, and in it, he did us the service of listing the odds for your NASCAR Sprint Cup Championship out of the Las Vegas Hilton. And despite his, quote, slump, Jimmy Johnson is still your favorite, according to the Las Vegas Hilton. At 7-2. Harvick is right behind him at 9-2. But let's talk about the long shots and which of these guys you want to lay down your hard-earned money on. Clint Bowyer, 20-1.
Ooh.
Matt Kenseth, 18-1. Biffle, 15-1. Carl Edwards, Kurt Busch, 12-1. Now, if you're going to pick a long shot, and Smoke, 10-1. I guess not quite a long shot, but if you're going to pick a long shot, which of those guys are you going to?
So Clint Bowyer has the worst odds of anyone. Is that what you're telling me?
Of the top 12, of the current top 12.
I don't think Clint Bowyer should go in as the number 12 guy in terms of odds. So I would think about laying my money down on Clint Bowyer. And I always go back to the equipment with these guys when you're thinking about balancing different guys. Whose team's equipment seems to be running better right now? I like the RCR cars right now, so I like my money on Clint Bowyer as a long shot pick.
But if you say he shouldn't be at the bottom, who should be? Who should be the number 12 guy in terms of odds?
Boy, I tell you, I'm a little worried about Kurt Busch. I'm just a little worried about the Penske stuff right now.
Kurt Busch? No.
I'm a little worried about it.
I don't think he's going to win it. Listen, I got $7 in my pocket and a whale of debt. But other than that, I'm going to put my money on Carl Edwards. I think Greg Biffle's good too because he's won a race. But Carl Edwards in these last 10 races, if we've learned anything, it's your consistency over these last 10 races at these last tracks. And I think he's good at these tracks.
Well, plus, again, going back to the equipment, the Roush Fenway stuff.
Looks good.
Looks good. Is it quite there yet? I'm not convinced that it's there yet. But it clearly made progress.
Caveat, if all the money in the world, I still would put on Jimmy Johnson.
What's Denny Hamlin's odds there, Cutler?
5-1. As are Kyle Busch's. So you got Clint Bowyer. Buck, you've got Carl Edwards. You're going to turn your $7 into 84, and that'll take care of all your debt.
And I'm going to turn my $10 into 200.
Yep.
Right?
Who are you taking again?
Clint Bowyer.
Oh, yeah. You're going to
20-1.
There's no way Clint Bowyer's going to win the championship. There's just no way in hell.
Okay, that's what you say. Clint, I believe.
I like Clint. Great guy.
Great guy. I believe in you, Clint.
Hamburger helper, but he's not going to win.
He's going to hamburger help his way to a title.
All right, now Bass, I'm going to come join you on the couch. You guys move over a little bit.
What?
I'm going to come join you on the couch. Buck and I have something we want to discuss with you. Move over. Yeah. Move over.
What?
What is this? We're a little concerned, Bass.
You guys are a little too close.
We're concerned about your addiction.
What addiction?
Your addiction to oval racing.
Bad oval to California.
It's not an addiction.
Look,
it's not an addiction. I just like it.
We've had good racing at Watkins Glen at Sonoma and now at Montreal.
Okay, it's fine.
To Detroit. Come on, is that a race?
I think you'll be a healthier person, a healthier race fan.
What are you guys doing?
We're staging an intervention. An intervention.
You can't intervene.
Bass, come back.
No!
Bass.
No!
This is for your own good, Bass.
One day he'll learn that Sonoma and Montreal are better than Detroit and Chicago. It's the case.
I'm just concerned about him, and I know his family is concerned about him. I know the Rowdy Nation is concerned about him, and this unhealthy addiction to oval racing and his unwillingness to really consider road course racing. Bass, I'm glad you came back.
Yeah.
Have a seat. We really just want what's best for you.
Guys.
Admit it. It's some pretty good stuff.
I don't understand.
Just let it out, man. Just let it out. It's all right to cry.
I liked that race yesterday a lot, guys. It's like the beating and the banging. It was kind of like the way I always imagined stock car racing to really be. And there it was on one of these stupid road course races, and I liked it, and I wanted to watch more.
You know what, Bass? Admitting you have a problem is the first step.
Say you're wrong. Say it.
Fuck you, Buck.
Rowdy.com. Say it like it is.
Say what like it is?
Rowdy.com.